Morning. So I have going to do some honest talking. I have heart tests this morning. Not something that you want to be doing aged 48. It's not all adding up to me, but I've been having problems with fluid on my heart, and now they're running more stress tests and blood pressure monitoring and stuff like that. I have a fair idea. I mean, obviously I'm someone who's very active and does a lot of sport normally, so my own data, I would have a lot of that, but let's see what happens. So sensitive bodies can feel real symptoms through feeling other people, and can have very sensitive bodies to the world and the environment. And that can sometimes lead to real physical problems. And I know in the spiritual world, there can be a lot of very extreme thoughts about anti-medicine, anti-vaccine, and also journeys that have brought us across the medical system where we've not felt understood, and not being able to advocate for our bodies as children. So they can be very anxious settings, and we can be hesitant or anti. I'm not anti-medicine, and I'm pro doing what our bodies need and would be the original medicine, our food, our herbs, and then we have energy techniques and all of these things. They all work together, and we have to do what feels right for our bodies. So if anyone wants me to get on an anti this and that fence, I'm on a what's right for your body fence, being completely informed. So today I have to trust the medical system. It's somewhere I get very anxious, and that's for a couple of reasons. So anything that I talk about is about self-reflection for you. I had some hard experiences growing up with the medical system. I had a very bad appendix operation. My appendix were burst, and it was not a good surgery. I remember being in the operating theatre. They were lining all their instruments up beside them. I was only 14. I was very sick, and if it hadn't been for a consultant rushing me through, I could have died. But I know I have trauma from that surgery and from after that surgery, and I was incredibly sick, and the doctors dismissed that I was. So it was very stressful for my mom. So that was not a good experience. And then through my own struggles with feeling the world and how I manifested that into quite serious anorexia, I also didn't go through a positive experience. I was thrown into a hospital, which ironically used to be a famine house, and all sorts of horrible things happened around me, with people dying. It was an open ward. Again, terrible experience. So my body just kicks off into huge fear and anxiety anytime I cross the door into a hospital or a doctor's surgery. I don't know if they're going to believe me. I don't know if I'm going to feel heard. I don't know if they understand health as the whole. But also, these are places of others' fears, worries, anxieties, and bad news. So the best I can do is try and hold my center. But I have found that it's, for me, very hard to regulate in these situations. I don't. At the moment, my heart is racing, which doesn't help my heart tests. My body is very cold, feel very ungrounded. I lose my brain in there, or my ability to speak for myself. And sometimes I have gone to the point of having sort of tremors. It's something I'm working on, but it really shows that you can do all of this work sitting at home or in a meditation group or with a therapist, but it's out on the field, so to speak, that we have our greatest challenges. But it's still worth trying. So when it comes to your body, in sickness and in health, so to speak, as much as things might throw up fear, we have to throw a line out to trust that we can find medical experts that are good and helpful to us. In fact, this doctor is very good. He understands a huge amount about the heart-brain connection and how the heart runs off its own intelligence, and how much the heart feels. And I fully believe that my heart is broken at the moment because it has felt so much the last number of years from patients and clients, and the world. But also there's an element of post-COVID, concussion and a car accident. So who knows? But wish me luck, and I will get better because I believe the body heals.